What I need to do here is factorize this quadratic expression, and this quadratic expression has a coefficient of x squared that's not 1. So I have a 3 here instead of no number here, which would mean it's a 1. So these ones are slightly harder to do, and I will show you a method to do this. And it's not the most intuitive method. It's not very clear why it works, but it does work, and you can show why it works as well, but we're not going to do that. We're just interested in how to factorize this. So what we have is 3x squared plus 13x take away 10. Now, the method works like this. You first do the coefficient of x squared, which is 3, multiplied by the constant term, which is negative 10. Okay, so 3 times negative 10. And what I like to do is I like to write it on the side. So 3 times negative 10, that gives me negative 30. Now I need two numbers that will multiply to give me negative 30, and if I was to add them, I will get 13x. Now, the numbers that I can use to multiply to get 30 are 5, 6, 15, and 2. 15, 2. There's 30 and 1 as well. Now, of those combinations, we have 15 and 2, which if I could add or subtract them in a certain way, I can get 13 here. So I need two numbers that when I multiply them, let me write it like this. So two numbers, I'm going to represent them with boxes. When I multiply them, it should give me negative 30. And when I add them, it should give me positive 13. Now I can see that those two numbers will be negative 2 and positive 15. So negative 2 and positive 15 together, if I was to add them, I would get positive 13. And if I multiply them, I do actually get negative 30. So these are my two numbers. What I do next is, with these two numbers, I rewrite my middle term, which is the x term, as a 15x and a take away 2x. So let's rewrite the entire expression. So we're going to have 3x squared plus 15x take away 2x take away 10. Now, these two middle terms, you can have it the other way around. You can say take away 2x and then add 15x. Or you can have it this way around, add 15x first, then take away 2x. It wouldn't make a difference, okay? Next thing you do is you factorize these two terms here. So I'm going to factorize these two terms here. And that will be 3x, start a bracket, x plus 5. And I will factorize these two expressions. Now, it's quite important that I collect this negative in front of the 2x because it's a negative 2x. And if I factorize this, I can say that negative 2 can factorize from that. But what I'm essentially looking for is I want an x plus 5 as a factor here. Okay, so I want my x plus 5. And I can see that if I have a negative 2 here, that will be factorized. So negative 2 here. And I can see negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times 5 is negative 10. So now I've got x plus 5 as a common factor of this term here and this term here. So now x plus 5 factorizes from there. So x plus 5. And I start my new bracket, 3x. So I can see x plus 5 is being multiplied to 3x here. And x plus 5 is being multiplied to the negative 2 here. And now I have factorized the expression that I had. So we had 3x squared plus 13x, take away 10. And now factorized would be this. So I've got x plus 5 multiplied by 3x take away 2. Okay, here are some for you to try. You need to factorize these. You can see the coefficient of x squared is not 1. And you need to solve these two equations by factorizing first. And again, the coefficient of x squared is not 1. So you have to use the same method that we used in the video.